Well, well. Today is Thursday, and today I'm talking about denial, being in denial. When people ask us the question or or they ask us, "Are you in denial?" And we say, "You're just making a statement," because I am not in denial. So when we think about denial, think about what is the definition of denial. Denial is a false system of belief that are not based on reality and a self-protecting behavior that keeps us from honestly facing the truth. Denial, according to the dictionary. Denial, false symptoms, false symptoms of belief, false system, a system set up of belief that are not based on reality and it is a self-protecting behavior. So when we get into denial, we get into learning how to cope when someone hurt our feelings. We grow up in denial. We work in denial. When people say things to us to hurt our feelings, we say, oh no, that didn't hurt. Deep down inside, we are hurting. We live, we walk, we breathe in denial. Denial. Most of our relationships or we end up broken up because of denial. Someone is telling us, no, do you realize you act like that? And we're saying, no, deal with it. So we have to step out of denial. Step out of denial. Denial turns to shame and guilt. That's what it leads to, shame and guilt. Okay? Jeremiah 6:14 says, you can't heal a wound by saying it's not there. In other words, you have to admit, well, maybe they are right. Let me check this out. Another thing, can't we stop talking about it? Talking only makes it worse. Well, we have to put forth action to be about it. Okay? When we look at one of our main things, Romans 7:8 in the Bible, it says, I know that nothing good lives in me. That is my sinful nature. Your sinful nature is nothing good lives inside of you. For I have a desire to do what is good, but I can't carry it out, according to Romans 7:18. Sometimes we make up our mind, I want to do this and I want to do that, but it seems like I'm just having a hard time. Hmm. Mm. You know, we have to think about there's a crowd that's watching us. Hebrew 12:1 in the TLB version, it says, since we have such a huge crowd of men of faith watching us from the grandstand, meaning they're watching us from above, let us strip off anything that slows us down or hold us back, and especially those sins that wrap themselves so tightly around our feet and trip us up, and let us run with patience the particular race that God has set before us. There are two things that I would like to point out. Number one, first of all, you have to realize that there is a power higher than yours, and that you can always say, I'm not in denial, I'm not going to do this, or I'm not going to do that. But you have to realize that a race is out there, and our goal is to win the race. But in order to start running the race, we have to start training for the race. Maybe we have to go out and buy clothes, comfortable shoes, just to learn how to walk. But that's where it is in life. We have to step out of denial to say, there is a problem. Let me work on this problem. Let me journal this down. Let me take it one step at a time. We have to make a plan for good. No? Okay. I'm going to write this down. I'm going to start working on it. I know I'm getting ready to run a race. It takes time to build up tolerance to run a marathon. So I'm going to acknowledge that I'm in denial. Things are as bad as they seem. Things are as bad as everyone say they are, but I can't see them because I'm in denial. And remember what I said. When we realize that when we can say that I am in denial, then that says that we have diffused the false symptoms of belief. Because now I know that I'm in denial. Now I don't have to put up a self-protecting behavior to be living with lies. Now I can deal with it. Now I can deal with it. And I don't have to be afraid of the future, the fears of the future. The second thing is that I have to have a need to be willing to get rid of all unnecessary baggage. The past failures, the past setbacks, the past disappointments. You know, when you get ready and you start packing bags, sometimes when you're going on a trip and you know you're going for 3 days and you have 2 suitcases full of clothes and you don't use them, you don't wear those clothes. Well, that's the unnecessary baggages that we carry with us. So if we release that weight, start looking for the future, step out of denial, change that behavior, change that pattern, and say, uh, I'm not afraid to make a change, but I have to admit